Ashley Massaro was born on May 26, 1979. She passed away May 16, 2019. An American professional wrestler, she became a household name during her explosive run with World Wrestling Entertainment, where she competed under her real name and captured the hearts of fans around the globe. Her journey to WWE stardom began in unforgettable fashion. In 2005, Ashley won the coveted WWE Raw Diva Search, turning a nationwide competition into her golden ticket to the big leagues. She burst onto the scene with charisma, beauty, and undeniable presence. But the spotlight came with sacrifices. In July 2008, Ashley was released from her WWE contract. Just a week earlier, she had publicly revealed that she'd asked to be let go so she could take care of her young daughter, who had fallen seriously ill. Family came first, even at the height of her career. Before and during her WWE run, Ashley's life was pure glamour. She was crowned Miss Hawaiian Tropic USA in 2002 and Miss Hawaiian Tropic Canada in 2004. Her striking looks landed her in FHM, Stuff, Maxim, and on the cover of Playboy. She hosted E! Channel's Wild On, appeared on Breaking Bonaducci, and Extreme Makeover Home Edition with John Cena and Batista. She also guest starred on Smallville alongside Kane. That same year, she competed on Survivor China. In 2018, Ashley found a new voice, literally. On June 30th of that year, she began working as a radio DJ for Long Island's WWSK-FM 94.3 The Shark. Shortly before her passing, she earned a promotion to host the station's Wednesday evening program. In November 2016, she joined a class action lawsuit against WWE, alleging the company hid the long-term risks of wrestling injuries that led to neurological damage. She also claimed she had been sexually assaulted during a WWE tour at a U.S. military base in Kuwait by a man posing as a doctor, and that the company discouraged her from reporting it to protect its relationship with the military. The lawsuit was ultimately dismissed in late 2018. After her death, WWE stated they received an email from Ashley in October 2018, in which she expressed regret for participating in the suit. An affidavit detailing her assault allegations was later released by her legal team. WWE maintained that upper management had not been informed of the specific claims in the affidavit. However, in February 2024, an attorney for former WWE head of talent relations John Laurinaitis said most senior executives had become aware of the allegations and followed proper protocols. That same month, Vice News reported that the Naval Criminal Investigative Service had looked into her claims from June 2019 to January 2020. On the evening of May 15, 2019, Ashley finished replying to fan mail but never showed up for her radio shift that night. Early the next morning, paramedics were called to her home in Smithtown, New York. They found her unresponsive. She was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead at just 39 years old. At the time, multiple news outlets reported her death as a suicide, though the Suffolk County Medical Examiner's Office never released an official cause, citing New York privacy laws. In January 2026, Ashley's name surfaced again in newly released Jeffrey Epstein files. A redacted complaint described her as a possible associate of Ghislaine Maxwell during her younger years, mentioning that she and another woman had worked for Maxwell and someone referred to as Machela from Miami, Florida. The document also referenced Massaro getting pregnant in high school. These claims remain unverified and come from a single, heavily redacted account. In June 2022, WWE's board investigated a $3 million hush money payment and discovered Vince McMahon had secretly paid $12 million to 4 women, 2 of whom accused him of sexual misconduct. This wasn't new. Similar allegations dated back to 1992 and 2006. McMahon retired as CEO in July 2022, but stayed on as the company's largest shareholder. He returned as executive chairman in January 2023, and in September 2023 helped merge WWE with UFC to form TKO Group Holdings. Then, in January 2024, former WWE employee Janel Grant filed an explosive lawsuit against McMahon, WWE, and John Laurinaitis. She alleged McMahon sexually assaulted and trafficked her, using her for encounters that sometimes involved others, including Laurinaitis. Among the claims, a threesome in which McMahon allegedly defecated on her, and an office assault where she said both men forcibly took turns with her despite her pleas to stop. She also claimed McMahon shared explicit content of her with Brock Lesnar to secure his contract. Grant said the alleged abuse continued until McMahon's wife Linda discovered the affair. A $3 million non-disclosure agreement followed, which she later sought to void. The lawsuit dropped just days after WWE signed a $5 billion Netflix deal. The scandal quickly escalated. Sponsor Slim Jim pulled out of the Royal Rumble. McMahon resigned as TKO executive chairman that same night. Lesnar was removed from the Royal Rumble match, video games, and programming. Further revelations followed. Laurinaitis claimed WWE executives knew about Ashley Massaro's earlier assault allegations. In 2025, the SEC fined McMahon $400,000 for failing to disclose 2 hush money agreements. Grant filed an amended complaint naming more executives and adding new allegations, including McMahon directing her to create pornographic content for staff. In May 2025, Laurinaitis settled with Grant. Despite the ongoing case, Brock Lesnar returned at SummerSlam 2025. Grant's team accused WWE of failing to address the alleged culture of abuse under McMahon. Lionel Tate became the youngest American ever sentenced to life in prison without parole, though that sentence was later overturned. In January 2001, at just 13 years old, Tate was convicted of first-degree murder for the 1999 beating death of his 6-year-old cousin. Prosecutors said he killed her while imitating professional wrestling moves they had seen on WCW Thunder. On July 28, 1999, while Tate's mother was babysitting Tiffany, the 2 children were left alone downstairs watching wrestling. About 45 minutes later, Tate went upstairs and told his mother that Tiffany wasn't breathing. The little girl had severe bruises on her legs, feet, and neck, injuries so forceful they resembled those from a car crash. She also suffered a fractured skull, broken rib, lacerated liver, and swollen brain. In January 2004, a state appeals court overturned Tate's conviction because his mental competency had never been evaluated before trial. He then accepted a plea deal and was released on 1 year of house arrest, followed by 10 years of probation. The tragic case sparked major controversy. The World Wrestling Federation sued both Tate's lawyer and the Parents Television Council, accusing them of wrongly blaming wrestling for the death and damaging the company's image. The 2 sides eventually settled out of court. The PTC paid WWF $3.5 million and issued a public apology, admitting it had been wrong to blame wrestling. Tate's freedom did not last. In May 2005, he was arrested again for armed robbery, battery, and violating probation after threatening a Domino's pizza delivery man with a gun. In 2006, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison for the probation violation. In 2008, he received an additional 10-year sentence for the robbery to run concurrently. Lionel Tate remains incarcerated at Hamilton Correctional Institution Annex in Florida.